Play and ride. Look at this little truck. I can play with this truck. Look at this big truck. I can ride in this truck. Look at this little boat. Look at this little boat. I can play with this boat. Look at this big boat. I can ride in this boat. Look at this little train. I can play with this train.
Two people can listen to reading because I did tell Troy.
Look at this big train. We can ride in this train. Look at this little car. I can play with this car. Look at this big car. We can ride in this car.
All right, Malak, so tell me, what was the story about?
Boats and cars and trucks and trains.
Okay, and what about those things?
Some you can play with, some you can ride in.
Okay. Can you give me some examples of those things? What was one thing he could ride in?
A train, a big train, and a big car, and a big boat,
Mm-hmm.
and a big...
How did they describe the toy ones?
Because they're all the same size.
Okay, so instead of saying big car, what did they say for the toys?
Little car.
Yeah, little. Good. Did you notice anything else about the little things and the big things in this story?
They were all the same colors.
Some of them were the same colors? Does this story remind you of anything? Does this story make you think of anything?
I think not.
You think not? So some of the things in the story, like the cars, are things that the boy could ride in. Why do you think that he could ride in them? What makes them something that someone can ride in?
Because some cars are real.
Okay.
And some boats are real, and some toy cars are fake.
Okay, so he wouldn't be able to ride in something fake, would he?
No.
Why do you think the author named this book Play and Ride?
Because it has
You think that's a good name for this book?
yes,
Tell me why.
because it has the site where play and ride.
Okay, so I'm going to take you back to page 14. I want to show you something that I thought you did a really great job on. Actually, you did a lot of fixing and monitoring of your own reading in this book. Did you notice that? That you were backing up and rereading and you were fixing some of the mistakes that you found? So, when you were reading right here, you said, look at this little car. I can ride. And then you said, then you backed up and you said, I can play with this car. So that was a really good thing that readers do. You backed up, you reread, and then you fixed what you were doing. So what I would like to do with you is I would like to start working with you on making more sense of the book. Okay, and what that means is I want you to start thinking when you're reading about things in your life or other books you've read that might be about the same things. Do you remember that book that we read called Toys?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, but in that story, the boy got some toys that were cars and trucks. And so that might be something that you could think about when you're reading. You might say, oh, this story reminds me of the book Toys because that boy also had a toy car. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Thanks. Good job.